And welcome to IAAC. Ridwan Kamil, known as Emil, he's an architect and he's following a tradition of some few architects in the world that are good architects, but at the same time, in some moment, they become mayors of their own city. So I am both interested in his work as an architect and as a mayor. As an architect, he has been lecturer at the Department of Architecture in the Bandung. By the way, Bandung is the third, I think, city in Indonesia. Indonesia is an incredible country with more than 300 million people in South Asia. And so he founded an architectural firm called Urbane. You can check his work as an architect. But then I knew about him because he also became a social activist and he did many initiatives, green initiatives, etc. And well, he was awarded as Young Design Entrepreneur of the Year and many other things. He has 1.5 million followers in Twitter, I think. No, that's relevant. I mean, I have only 2,000. That's a lot. Or he's a very good architect, much more better than me, or he's a mayor. So, and then last year I went to Bandung, and well, I think that he's one of these mayors that really engage the people, and well, he made something incredible with me, because the first time that I was riding an electrical bicycle was in Bandung. So he offered me one Sunday morning to move around, so it was fantastic. So thank you for coming. He has been talking in the Smart City Congress. Bandung was shortlisted as finalist as a city. If this time he didn't win, but I'm sure in the near future they will win. So thank you for coming, and that's your floor. Thank you.
Thank you. It's always nice to be in Barcelona. This is my many times visiting Barcelona. My first time was 1995, so it was like 20 years ago when I was an architectural student at ITB, it's Bandung Institute of Technology. I remember 96, there was a World Architect Congress. Yeah, so I bringing my work from Bandung to Barcelona. There was a museum by Richard Meier. Yeah, there was an event, so that was my first visit to Barcelona. Now I come back as a mayor. I'm 2 years old mayor. Yeah, I just become a mayor 2013 after 17 years working in practicing architecture and design. So Vincente came to Bandung, and I show him the energy of my city is the people. Yeah, my city is still in developing, still searching for values, but when it comes to cohesiveness, when it comes to social value, I'm very proud. I think my social, my city social interaction is world class. So this is my experience and my vision related to spatiality and also architecture. As a mayor with background architects, I still do imaginations. Yeah, before imagination is my business. Now I have imagination as a new way to create better cities. Okay, next. You have to understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, I'm an urban citizen. I live in developing countries, so many issues I have to deal with. I'm also a social activist, so I founded 3 youth and social organizations. I work in global economy. I used to work for SOM in San Francisco and Hong Kong before I set up my own firm. And I study after my undergrad in Bandung. I went to UC Berkeley for my urban design master's. Okay. I also love to play soccer and wearing the jersey of FCB Barcelona. This is my weekly thing. As a mayor, I still play because I'm still early 40s, so I have to keep my body fit with And it was for some reason this photo was retweeted by some Barsha Twitter account. Yeah. This is my home. I recycle Red Bull bottles, 30,000 of them, and made it to my personal home. Won the Design Award 2009 for green design because this empty space inside the bottle captured the heat, but not really bringing the heat into the indoor. So the lights come, but the heat stays. Yeah. Next. This is a tsunami museum in Aceh. I won design competition, so I built memorial under the water, and I built the education facilities for Acehnese people to learn about tsunamis knowledge in above structures. Yeah. This is the mosque I dedicated for my late father. It's very simple and using the series of hollow bricks to create a calligraphy, the graphics from Quran, and bringing the cool ventilation inside the space. Next. So this is during the praying, 4 p.m. pray. Yeah. So because Muslim must pray 5 times a day, so I open the imams where you lead the pray open to the mountains. Yeah. So during the 4 p.m. pray, creating a backlight effects. Yeah. So it means before God you are the same, whether you are rich or poor, it's just shadows and people like this one. Next. I design high rises also in Jakarta, in many parts of Jakarta. Next. Urban space also. So basically, that's what I did before I became a mayor, and I learned that when you live in Asia, density is very big issue. In Asia, especially in Indonesia, people love to make babies. Yeah. So as a mayor, I walk into the poor neighborhood, small space, small homes, and they have 4 kids, 5 kids. So they still have a myth of big family, big fortune kind of thinking. So as a mayor, I'm part of to educate how they have a better family planning. Next. I learned also that the new economy will come from ideas economy. So my vision of my city will be wants to be the creative economy because Bandung, the city with 2.5 million, we don't have natural resources, we don't have energy resources. What we have is really just people. So we're using this energy to create new economy. Next. So I learned new things when I as a mayor to try to relate what's happening with the urban and architecture. So I found the issue of density becoming a problem. Intensity, you are meeting, squeezing in the small space, in a small stressful area. Before I become a mayor, Bandung people never go to the park because the park was fenced, it was dark, it was abandoned. They go to shopping mall just for finding a slice of relaxed time. So, but after 2 years, I'll show you later, it's totally changed. People loving the urban space life. Happiness projects, so I'm experimenting. Bandung is the first city to experiment happiness projects. So I'm really serious about happiness projects because I believe while my city developing the infrastructure that will take so long, at least you can build a slice of happiness along the way to combine the balance of development. Heterogeneity is becoming an issue, anonymity, and also the new and shared and connected economy because of the smart city and digital. Next. So this is just a theory that I learned. Next, yeah. heterogeneity, next, density, that you have to share the space. It's a daily social intensity. I inherited many very extreme urban conditions. Yeah, next. So I start the new vision to create a happy city. And after 2 years, and I'm happy to say, we score very high for happiness index. So Bandung is the happiest society in Indonesia. And this is the face of my people, my citizens. Yeah. And very universal. Okay, next. Ini lewat aja. So now, when you relate the architecture to politics, I'm in the driver's seat of change. Yeah, usually I serve clients, we educate clients. The most difficult thing is educating clients. But now I'm the clients, yeah, and also I'm the imagining person. So it's kind of weird, yeah. I'm a client, I can push, and but the architects who design in Bandung, they always thank me, Vicente, because when they come with the clients, yeah. So this is client, developer, property developer, and the architect, friend of mine. I said to developer, look, if you want to get permit for me, never discount the fee of the architects, okay? So now the practice in Bandung is much better because the work ethics is getting better. So I need to have a vision of Bandung. I'm also the master curator. It's a very important role, never happened to many, because I said, don't give me ugly buildings, okay, to the property developers. They come some silly designs. So I said, I have to set the standard of what is good architecture, at least within my time as a mayor. We start the green policy, never existed before. Smart city is the reason I come to Barcelona. We got shortlisted because of connected citizens. Yeah, and Bandung is number 6 in the world, the most active Twitter user. So I'm transferring the love of my people to social media into participatory governance. Yeah, before they just doing for connected within among themselves, but now they are monitoring our performance, they are complaining online, they are sharing ideas. That's how I transform this energy into better governments. Yeah. Next. So 2013, I jumped from practicing architectures and teaching to politics. The reason I go to politics is not because I like politics. It's just the only way to save my hometown. I was born here, I was educated here. And the city, 2013, was in the bad shape. The previous mayor now is in jail for corruptions. The urban life is very much not in the good situation. So I said to myself, I have nothing to lose, and try this political opportunity. And I'm the only one who use the full force of social media. Yeah, I use Twitter, I use Facebook, I use YouTube, and it really helps because I was nobody that time, and because of this technology campaign stuff, I won 45%. Yeah, against the 7 candidates. I was number 4. That's why. That's grandma, my loyal voters. Yeah. Next. So that's Indonesia. Yeah. 300 million people, 500 cities and regions. So Bandung is in the West Java. We are the capital of West Java. Next. And this is the map of Bandung. 60% under 40. So I'm running the city of youth. We are the best performing economy in Indonesia, 9%. Yeah, so it's a good situation now. 55% is small medium enterprise. So with these combinations, is similar to the spirit of what I love in Barcelona. Lots of young, energetic spirits, exercising innovation, new ideas, lots of school. Yeah, we have more than 50 schools, universities. Sorry, in Bandung, we have strategic industry. So it just needs some new vision to bring this already exists into something extraordinary. Next, Bandung. In 1920s was the fourth largest Art Deco collection, because during the Dutch colonial there was a crisis of economy in Europe that time. So many Dutch architects came to Bandung to work and design many buildings. So lots of collections of international style combined to hybrid architecture to colonial architecture in Bandung. Next, we are the hilly society. Yeah, we live 800 meters above sea level, so 360 degrees is surrounded by mountains. Yeah. Next, so if you come to Bandung, you will find this exotic resort easily. Yeah, we are also because the weather is always cold, so we love to eat. So we have afforded so many experience. Every 2 months, my people invented new food. So we are culinary destination #1. Yeah, next. This is the product of Bandung that I'm bringing to the world now. So many things, good stuff, but they don't have the capacity to bring it as one brand. So 2 months ago, I launched a brand called Little Bandung. Yeah, Little Bandung is bringing all the good design of Bandung to the world in the form of Little Bandung space, meaning we will rent a space in world cities. Will be in Seoul, the first Little Bandung space. We rent a space, we combine restaurant and selling design products also. We have Little Bandung Mobile, is basically an expo, a bazaar of Bandung products to the world. Now it's in Kuala Lumpur. So this is my new vision to help young creative mind in Bandung to bring their products to introduce to the world by the help of Mayor. Yeah. And this is my mind map on how to go to Bandung where we want. Yeah. So we have 3 colors. I believe in innovations. I believe in collaboration because I know my limit, and I believe as a mayor now decentralizations. So now my bureaucracy is moving very fast because I give powers more to district mayors. Yeah. Before it's centralized to the mayor of Bandung, create very slow service. Now 60 power of me given back to district mayors. Now public service is doing very good. Next. So one of my vision is next month I will launch the green building policy. As an architect, I know this is very important to save Bandung in the future. So meaning if you wants to get permit from the city of Bandung, you must prove you have the green certificate, whether silver or gold or platinum. Yeah. So this is to ensure that whoever become a mayor in the future, they will have a good building, a good design, and a good sustainable and green design coming to Bandung. I bike to work every day because I believe as a leader you have to show that you are doing what you're campaigning. You have to walk the talk. Yeah. So it's been 2 years biking in Bandung. So far so good. And now bike to school is very popular. Yeah. Next. I design also the touristic bus. It's a combination of double-decker London and some San Francisco tram. Yeah, very small size, full of Art Deco stuff. Next. Next month we are launching similar like in Medellin. because Bandung is hilly. So this is to create and connecting the hills of Bandung using the cable car with a bigger car for more people. Yeah, you see, I love this Medellin model because this is so popular in Medellin that I learned that nobody wants to drive a car. So the existing road that wide now half goes to pedestrian. By giving back to people, I believe more good news coming, people doing interaction and so on. So next, we're having also the LRT next year. Next, we are building the Skywalk, learning from New York High Line. So this is all the experience about good architecture, good innovation in urban design. I try to see whether that's relevant. So I'm fixing the mobility of my city. Yesterday, in the Smart City Conference, somebody asked me, the moderator, what is your concept about future mobility? I said, future mobility is not always finding the new high-tech stuff of transportation, the new sophisticated of smart transportation. For me, as a mayor now, I learned that better mobility is less mobility. So when you can be still productive, you can still be doing sustainable life without too much moving around in the city. So that's translated into policy. I create what I call live, work and play district. You live, you work, you spend money within the district, reducing mobility. I make mandatory of school children to go to school within the district, not crossing the district. Before, there is no regulation. You live in District 1, you go to school in District 10, creating massive traffic in the morning. Yeah. So now I make mandatory, if you live in District 1, you have to go to school in District 1. We make same school quality. What happened? Now I see many children walking to the school. I see many children bike to school, so it helps. So this is my concept of what I call less mobility. In the future, combination of less mobility and the new way of moving around the city is a good combination. This is part of my vision to do the less mobility when you have option to walk above the street level. Next. I have still many poor family, yeah, in my city. So I create a happiness index. I spend an hour every week to have a dinner with the poorest family in my city to give good news. Sometimes they cry because I never thought that the mayor would come to such place. But this is my humanity projects, bring happiness to the small people. This is a project called One Village, One Playground. Yeah, so we buy small land or buy small house and tear down to public space and creating a creative space within the slum. Yeah, so within these developing cities, I have a formal district, I have a slum district. Within the slums, very challenging is how to insert a new way of life. So this One Village, One Playground really helps. Yeah. Next. I bring creativity to kampung. So I said to them, look, if you have good stuff, artwork you exhibit in gallery, that's too mainstream. Let's exhibit your creativity in the alleyway, in the slum area. So this is bringing the new concept of that creativity for all, not only limited to high, mid to high class of citizen coming to galleries, but we put art to the daily life of my people. Next. Like this one, they have Instagram exhibition along the alleyway, and there's children queuing to have a lesson for painting. Yeah, it's very interesting to see the spirit lifted by this approach. Next. I love urban farming. I was the founder of Indonesian urban farming before I became a mayor. Using the Twitter, I tweet one historical tweet 2009. That tweet, I said to my follower, look, I have an idea. Let's get together to discuss urban farming. My follower came, and after 2 cities in 6 months, now expanded 40 cities. Then I stopped because I become a mayor, and as a mayor, I make mandatory now, that's the power of policy, I make mandatory the whole neighborhood in Bandung must have urban farming. Yeah, so this is what happened in empty lands in Bandung. Next. And this is a daily life in slum area. You have to see by yourself, but basically I said to them, look, urban citizen can also become a producer, not only a consumer of foods. Yeah, so I teach them, and this is, I'm happy as a mayor, I make a system. Before I was like a social activist movement, only bit by bit, but now I create a system. So the whole area of Bandung, when you have opportunity, you have to design this massive urban farming movement in Bandung. Next. This is part of the happiness project. So every Saturday night, I ask the district head to go to your people, I said, and bring food and bring film. So in the slum area, they watch movie every Saturday night. In the middle of the film, they stop and propaganda my program to the people. So give door prize because my people love door prize. So this is how I communicate my program into the slum area. Yeah. Next. This is 6 months old. This is very interesting story. People always saying, look, Mayor, if you close the road, business will die. Nobody will come. Yeah. But I learned from my time as an architect. I visited Copenhagen. I said, look, closing the street is not a bad idea. Sometimes it works better. So I exercised my own experiment. This is before. Nobody walks the street in a good situation way. But now, when we close the road, people are it's busier. Yeah. So the number of people walking that street after we close is 2 to 3 times higher compared before. So I'm closing already 2 roads within 2 years, maybe 1 road per year, I don't know. But basically this is my theory. When you bring back the space to people, people will appreciate, and at the end the economy will follow. That's my theory. Yeah. So I got protested by the shop owner the first 3 months, but now they thank me because it's always busy. Yeah. Okay, next. I love graphic design, so I combine the graphic design into micro architecture. So it is a bus stop. Alun-alun Bandung mean city square. Alun-alun means city square, so city square of Bandung. So I bring this graphic design as part of a way to bring new architecture to micro architecture, yeah. And small happiness project. So every shelter bus we have the swing, yeah. So if you got bored waiting the bus not coming, at least you get swing to wait, yeah. Next. This is last year, the left, yeah. Main square of Bandung, nobody would come because it was crammed by street vendors. No design, it was fence, no security management, it was dead. I sample all the youth in Bandung, they said they wouldn't want to go to the city square. So I redesigned the whole thing, and now it's the most popular spot in the city of Bandung. It's very, very, and I got thank you many, mostly by poor citizen. Mr. Mayor, I have to thank you. Why? Because before, we as a poor citizen, we don't have a place to just simple happiness. We don't have money to go to shopping mall. We don't have parks to hang out to, and so on, so on. So by bringing this, I don't know when you were there. Is it already done, Vincent? No, yeah. Okay. So this is new, yeah. Okay. Next. So I changed the dead space that totally chaos. Now children plays 11 p.m. Once I found like 1 a.m. children still playing, so I get angry to the parents because look, this is time for sleep. Even though you are happy with the urban space, I think it's not appropriate. Elementary school kid hang out 1 a.m. Yeah, so that's what happened in the last year, Vincent. Next, that's my mission. Go back is creating a livable, meaning walks, yeah, the functionality of the city, but also lovable, the spirit of emotions in my city. Next, this is the library, small library. So I bring simple design to my public facilities. Next, we design dead space 800 meters into a series of city parks. This is single parks. For my citizen who doesn't have lover, you can just go to here and enjoy your loneliness here. Yeah, that's why the seating is only for one person. And some citizen ask me, "Hey, Mr. Mayor, why the height is different?" I said, "How long you been single? 1 year. 1 year, 1 meter. How long? 3 years, 3 meters." Find your status within that. Okay, next. Another sector is for skate park. Yeah. Next. This one Vincente came. Yeah. It's amazing. It's abandoned under the highway. Now become the first movie park in Indonesia. So my people watch movie for free. Monday blockbuster, Tuesday horror movie, maybe. And they can choose what they like according to days. Yeah, and this is one of typical days, and mostly mid to low. This is what I call the happiness projects to my people. Next. So bit by bit, I transform. This is also abandoned space now become a combination of art and nature into my city. The river was abandoned. This is unknown space, but when I saw the area, my architectural thinking already automatically saying, look, this is a great space if you transform. This is ongoing. I will inaugurate it during the New Year's. Yeah. Okay, next. We launch also small-scale architecture projects. I have 151 sub-districts. So we are creating what we call micro-library projects in one sub-district. Maybe, Vincente, because I need many design, I can offer to the team here, if they want, yeah, to design this micro-library. And I make sure I will build it to this to become real projects. Yeah, I already have 5 micro-library. I need 120 more. So maybe if you are interested, let me know. I'm very happy to say to my people, look, this is designed from Barcelona. Bandung, Barcelona is BA, Bandung, Barcelona. Yeah, it's a good rhyme. Okay, next. This is another micro-library projects under construction, designed by Rotterdam-based architects. Next. This is public housing. Also, we started. Okay, next. And this is mixed use, marketplace, and public housing upstairs. So I'm building the new language now to my city. Before it's just basic as standard. So I said, the don't give me ugly building policy. It really works now. Next. This is an innovation center like this space. Yeah. So I want to have 3D printer for my people who wants to innovate, but they are poor to create prototypes. So this also under the process. Yeah. Okay. Next. Creative Center, I will build this in 30 locations also, where you have everything inside one building, because there is a research why Bandung people is more creative compared to other city in Indonesia. The answer is because the hangout culture. The more you hang out, the more creative you are. Because the more you hang out, you generate conversation, you generate debate, you generate ideas, and so on, so on. Yeah, next. And this is the nerve, the brain of my city. We call it command center. I love Star Trek, so I designed it. The command center looks like the Star Trek cockpit. And this become the pride of me in Bandung, because we are the only city to have the command center. This is where all the smart city apps to control the CCTV, to connect to my projects, to speak to my people, and so on and so on. Yeah, next. This is a Twitter account. Yeah, Bandung is the only government in Indonesia who use Twitter for communication within departments and the people. Before the invention of this policy, people complained to me thousands, but now less complain because they already distributed the complaint directly to the departments. Yeah, and I said to them, look, if you work, you have to post photo. So this is my policy. You have to show that you are working by taking pictures, because I got full before. Hey, finish the job, and they call, Mr. Mayor, we finished the job. When I go to the site, they not finish the job. Yeah, so I fired the guy. So I said, okay, what's the methodology not to get full again? So I said, now wherever you work, you have to show photos. So if you come to Bandung and you find the government official taking selfies, that's order from the mayor. Under the mayor's order, I have to take selfie that showing I'm working. Yeah. Okay, next. That's why, because of this, sorry, back to here. Because of this, people understand that connect to me, complain to me, criticize me is very easy, and I reply. And so we are the most trustable government now in Indonesia, scoring 93%, because the way we change communication. Before, getting in touch with the government is very difficult thing. Because of the social media, we are very easy. Next. Last one is a vision. While we fixing the old city, I'm creating the new city called Bandung Technopolis, because I believe the more we research in innovation, the richer you are in the future. Next. So I'm creating the new town in the east of Bandung, that's the center of Bandung. Next. Creating jobs and creating architecture. This is where the Dubai effect can have. It means you can do whatever you like. Yeah, experimenting design and architecture in this area. Next. So this is the new city with the innovation economy. Even because I said to Vincent, because I love Barcelona, I create a block called Barcelona Blocks, that one, yeah, with Chamfer Corner. I love Chamfer Corner of this Serda legacy, because create many opportunity to do nice things within the Chamfer Corner. Yeah, next. So this is under construction. So old Bandung, I'm fixing with what you see in previous slide, but new Bandung, I'm creating the new platform for innovation and stuff. Next. But I still love what I call urban life as a person. In other country, when they create like a Silicon Valley of place, they forget the urban ingredients. They're creating just an island of architecture, which I don't like. For me, urban life must maintain. So underground, I make mandatory for retail, for vibrant life. You walk upstairs, whatever you do. Yeah. So this is the ingredient of good urban design: is ground floor must dedicated to public life. Yeah. Next. That's the Barcelona block. This will house the innovation company. 2 blocks is already under construction also. Next. And this is the mosque also in one of the district. Next. I think that will be all, yeah, more or less my 2 years compressed intense time as a mayor with architect background. Is interesting if you in the driver's seat of change. you're designer, in the same time you're also the client, in the same time you're also making orders of everything. So wish me luck. Hopefully I have 3 years left as a mayor, and hopefully within the 3 years I can do more things. And I really love to get connected, especially in Barcelona. So I use this opportunity, whether we can have real projects. So now as a mayor and as a client, I can offer you that micro projects, what we call the micro library projects. Yeah, maybe you can use that micro library to change the social aspect of my citizen. It's not just a library, it's public space. So you can imagine whatever, innovation center in the small scale neighborhood, whatever. But that would be my offer also to this institution. Thank you.
So thank you, Emil. Impressive. This is what an architect that become a mayor and has a great idea is able to do. So we have only like 10 minutes because he must run to take a train, but we can take 2 questions. And I will ask one. We have one student from Bandung, so maybe you should make a question to your mayor. What do you think?
I'm James from Bandung also. Yeah, I just want to ask you, as a mayor, what is your plan for Bandung people? How you introduce people with that kind of projects, with that kind of program? I mean, how you educate people to do maintenance with your project? Because I saw that many of the public space now become dirty again, or yeah, kind of like that. So people are not that ready to use the public space. I mean, how to educate people.
Okay, so you see that the people are really very critical with the mayor, even our students. So I mean,
okay. If there is a situation, yeah, say the people is not ready for change or for progressive things. The question is, should we wait until they're educated, they have a full knowledge to start, or we experiment? So I'm choosing the second one. I'm experimenting. I'm giving design while they are adjusting what is this and so on and so on. So we are that's the dynamic of things, yeah, in urban situation like this. So many findings, from one happy findings. After I renovate 12 city parks, coba kembali ke alun-alun tadi, ya. Suddenly the senior citizen that usually just stay at home because they're afraid to go out, now become the inhabitant of my pedestrian. Something common in Europe, but not in my context. But when I fix many things related to pedestrian, to public parks, suddenly old people, grandma and grandpa, they enjoy the city much. Yeah, so that's one good thing. The issue about maintenance and thing, I think that will be my responsibility to combine of good system in educating people to appreciate and to respect what I call public space. And one story, yeah, last 2 months ago, there was a guy standing on the chair in the public space and broke the chairs. And he like proudly take pictures while breaking the chairs and stupidly uploaded in Instagram. So I just take that picture. I said, look, this is a bad citizen. I know your account. So I make public his name. I give social punishment, and the whole 1.2 million of my followers bully him because of what he did. So he apologized. He get 100 push-ups for his mistake, and because of that story, now that vandals and typical youth get more respect to appreciate and maintain the public space. So this is what happened. Yeah.
Being from developing country like India, myself, really appreciate the work for in the span of 2 years. But my question is, Indonesia has a rich architecture style, has rich heritage, and then a rich architectural past. As a mayor in the future, what are you going to try to do to retain that in the coming 3 years of your tenure in Bandung? As in, you were trying to create policies for urban farming. What are you going to do to retain the architecture style? What is there in the past in Indonesia? I think in the city planning, master planning, it's becoming, it's deviating from what Bandung was, and then
yeah. So I make a policy, what I call create a zoning, architectural zoning. Yeah, if you have a project designing within the old city, whether you like it or not, you have to comply with certain style that we set, and we set it Art Deco style. So even though this is new building, new hotel, new apartment, if your location within the old city, you must design within certain style. But if you have a project outside the old city, there where the experiment and style of architecture or whatever you call it, you can have a more freedom to design the experiment. Because as an architect, as an urban designer, I believe you have to have a very strong character of your old cities. If I don't have that policy, what happen is people building modern design, sometimes uglier than the previous design, the previous style that the building have. So a combination of a bit, pushy about the architectural style within the old district, and more freedom, whatever you like, in outskirt of or outside the old city. So this is how I maintain the combination of progressive architecture but also contextual architecture. I think that will be all.
Okay, 2 more questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Anggoro. I'm also from Indonesia, but I didn't come from Bandung. I live in Bekasi, close to Jakarta, if I know. As an Indonesian citizen, I want to ask you, because I'm very amazed with your project, but unfortunately I didn't feel the result when I study in Bandung, in Pajajaran University. So what I want to ask is, as now you have a really good project, happiness project with the good architecture. I'm not an architecture student, by the way, but I'm really interested with this kind of stuff. And do you think that with just architecture itself, it can, encourage people to improve their life? And do you think that this is have to be followed by other city? And do you plan to also ask other city, as now you are mayor in Bandung, and I hope my city also follow this kind of program or project, because I really love to live in this kind of city. And how do you see this in the future, especially in Indonesia as a whole? Thank you very much.
Yes, in Indonesia we have 500 cities, so I don't plan like I try to teach other mayors, but only 3 mayors with architectural background: the mayor of Bandung, the mayor of Surabaya, second largest city, and the mayor of Makassar. And surprisingly, mayor with architectural background give lots of good legacy in urban space and urban planning. Yeah, like this one. So my theory to people is like, after 2 years I'm doing lots of spatial projects, happiness index increase. So that's the facts. So I say to people, look, the more you have interaction with other citizen in better urban space, the happier you are as citizen. So this is my base argument why I create more parks, more shared space to my people, because having this built and creating a more public space for interaction, creating higher happiness index also. So I'm the president of mayors in Java. So at least behind my leadership, I have 25 cities. So whatever Bandung success, I can share to other fellow mayors. And now, some of the mayor asked me, hey, Mr. Ridwan, I want your design. I said, I'm too busy. As a mayor, I cannot design. Yeah, the law forbid me to take a fee. But as a friend of you, to other mayor, I can sketch. But you cannot. But you cannot pay because. But if you want to design, I give you good architects in Indonesia for design. So this is a getting better situation for architectural practice, because they see Bandung as a benchmark that good design, creating good cities, creating good happiness, and so on and so on. So that's how I try to influence other mayors also.
So, Emil, thank you. I think that Barcelona did in Europe in the 80s, or Medellin did in Latin America the beginning of the 2000s, that create a new model. I think that Bandung really can create a new model for the South Asian cities, and we would love to do it, because we have here many students and politicians and mayors coming to Barcelona, try to learn what we did, but sometimes they say, oh, you are too far away, what we do that is impossible to learn from you, but let's say your very practical approach is absolutely very, very impressive. I was there, so I recommend you to go to Bandung. They have good food, good landscape, and very good people. I would like, Emil, to invite you to go outside and to take a picture with the students. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.